All right, what's good with the Black Goose family? This particular reaction is going to be off of the most recent training footage of Ugas. You know what I'm saying? This is part of the open workout that they had today. It's a short clip. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be too long-winded with it, but I wanted to be on some type of analytical base when it comes to just see what he's on, what he's doing, how he's throwing, his approach. Obviously, I'm also going to do a reaction to the mitts of Errol Spence as well. Not this video, but another video. So if you guys are trying to compare and contrast, just go ahead and run these back to back. See what I got to say, but most importantly, see what you think about them joints if you haven't already seen them. Whatever the case may be, y'all finna get my opinion on this. I'm gonna tell y'all the nitty gritty and let y'all know how I feel about it. I'm a big fan of Ugas. I think Ugas does everything right, everything fundamentally correct. So it doesn't always necessarily look good when you watch it to the eye test. But if you understand boxing and you understand his style and how he approaches basically what he does, it's really hard to say, oh, wow, he's doing that wrong. Usually he's doing everything right. The only thing you can really maybe put out there is like, oh, okay, I wish maybe he had, more of an output. I wish, he was a little bit more aggressive, but that's training footage. When you watch him in his actual fights, it's something totally different. Also, his trainer, he's been known to say like, hey, Ugas is a gym rat. He's a hard worker, but he's one of those guys where he may not look the best in the gym. Like you may not see him in the gym hitting mitts. Let me take that back. If you come watch him work out, right, and you see him in the gym, he's hitting the mitts, he's hitting the bag, he's sparring. You might think to yourself, "Oh, I think who he has coming up is going to beat him. Like he doesn't look that good. He might lose in sparring, all types of shit." His trainer has made that known. Like, yeah, that might be the case, but he's a shower. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? He shows up. So when the going gets rough, when you know what I'm saying, you got one of the biggest tests on the line, like when the pressure is just mounting on you, and it's either what I'm saying, win or go home, and you stay home. That's when he shows up. So he's one of those guys where it's like, nigga, the bigger the pressure, the more of the boulder on my on my back, the more of the chip on my shoulder, I'm gonna perform. That's the type of dude I am. So I just wanted to put that as a disclaimer. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see how he's looking on these mitts right here, and exactly what he's drilling. Can't wait to watch it. Let's go. All right, we got Young Ugas right here. Jab block off that right hand with a little left hook. I like it. Remember, Ugas gonna be fine at southpaw. Manny was a southpaw too. Looks good. Just watch his footwork. You see how his elbows stay close to the body. Always has his hands up. Like there's nothing that Ugas does technically or fundamentally wrong. That's just a fact. And so that's probably a lot of times in training, you might see him or you're watching, like, I'm not that impressed. Or maybe in sparring, you might be like, okay, this dude is getting the best of him. That's because he's so fundamentally sound. He's always working on the right things and make sure he's doing the right things. So when he's actually in there and he's letting them things go in a real particular fight, he doesn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't make any minor mistakes. Look at that beautiful work. He looks good. He looks good. Look at that defense. That's gonna be interested too for Spence. I'm be interested to see how the inside game for Spence is gonna work against Ugas, because Ugas is actually one of the fighters where his inside defense is impeccable. His defense period is impeccable. Like he has really, really good defense. He has that Cuban style. He keeps the hands up the whole entire time. Keeps the elbows in close for any type of body shots. Make sure his body is positioned and lined perfectly with his opponent. His balance is on point. So if you are able to start, having a flurry on him, or you're able to get out certain combinations, it allows him to stand right in front of you and not basically disposition himself or mess his range up, because he understands that he can catch a lot of those on the elbows, on the arms, with his gloves, and still be able to be in a position to return it. So a lot of the shots that are thrown toward Ugas, a lot of them are blocked a lot of times, even though they're in range, even though the opponent's in range to touch Ugas defense is so goddamn tight. Like I said, his fundamentals are so goddamn tight. None of them are actually landing if you're watching closely with the eye. That's one thing that came with the Porter fight. Like if you watch the Porter fight, a lot of people edged it toward Porter, but if you really watch it, Porter was not landing a lot of his shots clean. Ugas was blocking a lot, catching them on the gloves, catching them on the elbows. Ugas has a very underrated defense, and that's because he's not flashy with it. He doesn't do a whole lot of slips. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do a whole lot of, pull counters. A lot of times he'll stay right in front of the opponent with the high guard, but his high guard is extremely effective. He's very tight when it comes to his defense, and he's very good with his jab. His jab is one of the most impressive jabs in that welterweight division, or period. You know what I'm saying? He has a very beautiful, solid Cuban jab. Reminds me a little bit of Luis Ortiz jab, but right there watching that, man, he looked good. He looked really good. I'm impressed. He looked in great shape. He looked fast. Looked like he's moving. So I don't got no complaints from what I saw. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being real. So salute to Ugas for that joint right there. Um, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I thought he looked really good. You know what I'm saying? I was impressed in what I saw. What do you guys think about, what I'm saying, this particular video? Obviously, like I said before, I'm going to also react to, what Spence was doing on the mitts himself, compare and contrast if you want, or you can just watch these videos individually and just give your opinion yourself. Either way, it works for me. But as always, drop the damn comments below. Let me know your opinions below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out for now.